This is the newsroom at Watan, with its some 300 employees and 100 journalists responsible for filling the pages of one of the country's leading independent French-language newspapers. Journalists gather around a table to discuss the stories for the next day's edition. The president has summoned Algeria's district mayors to attend a meeting, and the news editor wants the report with concrete facts. While the country's press may have more freedom than in neighbouring Tunisia or Morocco, in 16 years of working for Watan, Omar Belhouchet's seen some 150 legal cases, about 10 of which have led to conviction.
Sometimes the judges tell me after the trial they were put under pressure and forced to convict us because they'd received a phone call telling them to do so. Algerians have died for press freedom, so we won't give in. If we have to go to prison, we'll go to prison.
Journalists have little protection in Algeria and can be legally sent to jail for violating press laws.
If the case gets to court, the journalist is found guilty 90% of the time. That's because judges consider journalists as an enemy. In libel cases, for example, it's normally up to the plaintiff to prove their case, but often the prosecutor himself or the judge will outline the defamation and sentence the journalist.
Despite the difficulties, the newspaper industry is booming, covering a wide range of issues from corruption cases to scandals involving the country's top politicians. But Amal Bleedy, in charge of desk journalism, keeps coming up against the same barriers.
The main problem is access to information, even getting hold of the most simple facts. The doors are always closed. You call someone and they want to know why you're asking them and not someone else. People are frightened about talking to us in the current climate. It's really difficult.
And as for information about security, things are even worse. Assessing the situation after an attack is not easy, even when people are authorised to speak to journalists.
In Algeria, an act has been published, which everybody knows about, stating security information must be managed by a group of communications officers working for the Home Office. I challenge any journalist in Algiers to bring me the telephone number of this unit, which has supposedly existed for more than 14 years. In theory, the group is there, but in practice, it's a different story. Nobody will even confirm if there's been a car accident. It's really surreal.
But despite the pitfalls, Watan seems more than ever to be a real success story for Algeria. More than 180,000 copies of the paper are printed every day.